Alright, hi guys. This is Melvin. Alright, and today I'm gonna show you guys one of my Grock plays. And in this video, you actually see what a Grock is capable of doing, especially when he's when his back is against the wall. Like technically, you need to defend, and you need to actually do a lot of split pushing. And I actually played one game, and it kind of turned out really well, even though the first I think 10-20 minutes we were like losing, and then we managed to make an epic comeback. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys the game. Yeah, this was it. Okay, so I'm gonna like pause in between, and I'm gonna skip to like in the middle part probably, but I'll first explain what to do with Grock and how do you want to play, how do you want to go around and play Grock. So this is my first tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so okay, and right now our this video right now is a game whereby it's rank game. So I'm playing with Lucas, Jay, our new squad mate, Kitty, and TOPH, our Alice. So we're going against a couple of ranked players. And what you want to do as a Grock standard, your first item, always go for Elegant Gem. I think that's the best item that you can go, Elegant Gem. It will increase your HP and mana every time you level up. So look at what I'm trying to do here. It's very simple. Like I don't bother about your teammates whether they are 4v5 or what. Go to the lane at your first Q and keep spamming like what I'm doing. I'm trying to do here. It's just you have to spam your first skills and clear the wave as soon as possible, so you can keep pushing and pushing. So this is what you have to do as a Grock when you are playing a Grock. So technically you have to go to the lot lane, try to push as much as you can, off and on again, go to their blue buff. If you can see, what I'm trying to do is like just trying to like harass, or try to at least test my luck if I can steal the Harley's blue buff. That will mean a lot to me, for my mana. So when you encounter another tanks like Mino or Tigreal, actually you don't have to. Maybe Tigreal you have to be scared, but for Mino, if you're going against Mino, you don't have to be scared. You just have to keep spamming your mana, because the fact that you don't be afraid of running out of mana, because uh, 2 points. One, you have your Elegant Gem. Two, you can just go back to base, and the moment when you go back to base, always lean against the wall to increase your movement speed back to your lane. So what you do here is, what you can see right now is I'm like trying to clear as much wave as I can as fast as possible, and try to push the tower as soon as possible so that I can like rotate and help my teammates. Alright, so this is what you want to do. Like you can see I'm like still, I don't have mana. I maybe have like one skill to like just harass him. I'm still fighting with him. Like I don't really care, because I know I won't lose to him. Even if I lose to him, maybe like just that one bit, right? So this is what you do. You see, I have Elegant Gem, so I know I'm gonna level up. I'm just gonna wait out for a bit until I get my level up. You see, okay, right now this is my regen. Okay, I'm gonna level up. Okay, this is where I increase my mana HP. Look at that. Look at that. So this allows me to not just play aggressively, but also like be super aggro towards him. I might die here, but at least my team still got a kill. Alright, that's the main point. Alright, so now I'm gonna skip all the way, alright, to the part whereby through the very last ending of the game. Right, so you guys have to bear with me a bit. Um, it was just a very hectic game for us, because we kind of like lose all our turrets. The only one remaining, which is our base. So as a Grock, I had to do a lot of stuff to actually um, go about and try to defend as much as possible. And there's one trick that you guys can actually learn from my video. Probably it will not work all the time, I'm pretty sure, but it might actually work for you, because you can it's just a trick whereby I didn't know it worked. Really did not know it will work until I myself tried it. And when I tried it, I feel like, this seems a bit it's nice. I'll show you guys later what I meant, because it's really um it really based on situation, whereby how you want yourself to actually, like, how do you want the minions to actually rotate to, you know. Because if let's say your base is like gone, you don't have any towers left, the only tower you have is your base. One way of defending, right, is to actually force the tower from force the minion from a single lane to another lane. So for example, if the minion is from bot lane, you can actually force the minion while it's coming the way to your into your base. You can actually force it to your mid lane. You know, when you force to your mid lane, you force the enemy to to stop pushing or stop pressuring the lane, because there's no minion right there. So when it kind of like makes it easier for you to actually defend, because all the minions are gathered into one, like gathered into the mid lane. As you can see right here, I'm just like, our team are like losing, and you can see the fact that um, we are actually losing really badly. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down right here, probably by a bit, because you can see that at the current stage, our base are like really losing to the max, whereby we can't defend. Not even our towers. We've tried a lot, but they just keep putting pressure over and over and over again. So this kind of makes us a bit um, stressed. But you always have to hold your ground, whereby alright, I'll pause right here. Okay. Okay, this is where I go. Okay, so as you can see, our base is only left with a single tower, which is our top side. Okay, but right, this is our bottom side, because you have to flip it the other way around. Our bottom side is the only one that's left. So as a Grock, what you want to do is go to a lane whereby um okay, this is not only for Grock players, but also for people who are playing with a Grock. Alright, what you want to do is you want to leave a Grock to like just let him clear the lane by himself, because he can actually do that. Right? But if there's a Grock player who actually can't do that, and then he's playing it wrong, because Grock is such a great wave clearer. Like, he can actually clear the wave really fast. So you need it. And for my item wise, as you can see, I buy elegant gem, magic cooldown boots, okay, magic shoe. Alright, this frozen I can't remember what the item is. The frozen item, the one that slows people down, Arctic thing. And then okay, from here you can actually, you guys can actually ignore it, because oh my god, it's a bit FPS lag. But you can what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to steal the lot, because as a Grock you can actually do it, but it's a bit hard. I almost did it. I almost got it, but I was just that short off. So when this happens, it kind of like, you know, force the enemy to, okay, I want to do this. There are 4% right now. I have to push. As you can see, they have 8 towers, they got 2 lot, and they got technically close to 10,000 gold lead above us. Alright, so at this point of time, the only thing your team can do is to defend and not die. Wait for the Grock to come out. That's the only best way that you guys still can win. Right, so as you can see, I'm gonna like go to the base right now. Alright, you can see we are trying to defend so hard, and the lot is coming, everything. And okay, this is where the magic happens. Alright, not really the magic, but this is where it's the most crucial part. Look at Grock. Alright, look at Grock. I'm just gonna slow it. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. I don't know if I can slow it down. Can I slow it down? I can't slow it down. Okay, so you guys have to. Damn it, I can't. Oh shit, I can't. Okay, there you go. Okay, you guys have to look closely what I do. It's very crucial of what the Grock you must do. Block. Okay, you see what I did right there. You have to block the lot and try to make the lot go another way around. Alright, because when you block the lot will actually move its way to the side and walk towards you. So what you do, you can see our tower. It's so close, like it's like a few hit, but they just can't finish it. And our bottom is gonna go down soon, right? So what I'm gonna do as a Grock is just basically defend as much as you can, because that's the best way you can actually defend. Okay, so now I'm gonna like shift towards a bit of like perspective. Oh damn it, I can't. Damn it, like I can't like. Okay, you can see the tower is like so close. Alright, so this is where damn it, what the hell is this? Alright, I'm just gonna go here. Alright, so it's a bit hard for me to explain how to do, like, because this is a downward viral I mean like a downward view. You can't actually see what happened from my point of view at my point of time. But actually I um, what I did was I don't know if it's somewhere near or it's still very far away, because I think it should be near somewhere around it. um, okay, as you can see, the tower is really low. So right now, as a Grock, your best, the only opportunity you have, like, you see what I did right there? I just blocked the minion. Okay, you can, as you can, I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna pause right here. As you can see, the minion from it was from top lane. So what I did was I block off the entrance so that the minions still have to walk somewhere. They can't stop right there. They automatically walk towards the mid lane. What that does is to actually force your enemy to actually only attack on one lane, which is the mid lane. You know, to attack only on the mid lane. So when this happens, okay, you kind of have a better opportunity to actually engage a fight and win. So now I'm gonna show you what I mean by doing that. Alright, you guys can actually see. Okay, so when I force the mid lane, I have two huge wave coming towards mid lane, and I just clear it just like that because I'm a Grock. I can do that. You know, it's much better that way because he walks slow and he basically you all you have to do is just spam one spell rather than two spells. Okay, so right here, as you can see, I'm still trying to do the same thing, but I think I only managed to did once, which is that once. And this was trying to block, but it still managed to like cut off a bit, but I still managed to clear it. Alright, so right now the only thing that you have to do as a Grock is to like try to block off the enemy. Anytime you have to, okay, as a Grock you have to be so patient to the point whereby you have to wait for enemies to actually make mistake by going over by overextending, whereby they just go, like, you see what happened, the Eudora, she thinks that, oh no, I can go in and, like, you know, be safe and get some kills. No, but actually she was wrong. She had to flicker out. Right, so when this happens, alright, you have to find a chance whereby you can actually do this. Like, you see, I block off Minotaur again. Minotaur is dead, for sure dead. Okay, he's technically he flicker out, but the one that he caused his Harley die because of the Irithel. Alright, so technically he was supposed to die because he made a mistake by going too far out, too far into our base. So when that happens, I can actually block him off, and when I block him off, it clearly forced them to, like, either, okay, this is just a message to enemy. Either you join the fight, like you everyone flicker in to join the fight, or you stand there and watch your teammate die. That's the only thing that you can do as your teammate that got actually stuck right there. So for our side, we can actually focus on one person much better rather than we focus on one whole team. You know, this is so much better because what you want to do is, as for now, what our team is looking for is to pick off people one by one and not like trying to get a massive fight. As you can see, the goal lead right now is up to only 4,000 with like all the turrets down, and we are like so far back. But because of what I did, alright, on the lane, and what our team did, like what my team did as a group, alright, we managed to pull the goal lead so close to like close to 2,000 or 3,000 max. Alright, so this not only like forced my team to actually be smart and go and take the lot, right, but also force the enemy to back off and regroup. Right, when they do that, when you force the enemy to back off and regroup, it kind of gives a mindset whereby, okay, look at the Eudora again. He just got caught out because I just blocked him. There's no way she can run away, right? So it kind of forced enemy to like have this mindset about, okay, back off, don't lose, back off. You know, this kind of mindset whereby, you know, they can't lose, they have to back it off and things like that. So what this means is that what you want to do is always play a what do you call that, a mind games with your enemy. You know, make them be so afraid of you, knowing that they can't make a single mistake, because people always often kind of like make mistakes here and there because of you know, being too careful. You know, that's the main priority, and the fact that is we actually won the game. You know, we actually won the game because of what I did at the base, like just purely what I did at the base. Alright, that's not really just my point of view. Like obviously it's like the team's effort. They have to actually cooperate with what I'm trying to do. You know, if they don't cooperate with what I do, there's no way that this could actually happen. So this is my tips to you guys on how to actually play Grock. Okay, Grock is generally a hero whereby um, it's slow. Alright, you have to be patient with it. You have to like really look out for the right moment to throw the right spell, because if you throw at the wrong timing, technically it may cost you a game, it may not cost you a game. Alright, it goes both way, but technically you just have to look out for opportunities whereby you can find ways or actually be flexible about this hero, where you can, you know, okay, I'm gonna block this guy by this direction. So if there's like a terrain and then there's only one way you can actually block him off. You know, the best place to always block people off, right, or to like, you know, split them up, right, to split them up is always through the base line, you know, the turrets there, you know, the start of the tree lanes where you split it up all three. That's the best place that you actually want to block people off. Okay, so for those of you who actually have a lot of like queries like, oh, how to play Grock, or is this hero easy, or is this hero like very hard to play, you know, you don't like this hero because he's too slow, or he's a bit maybe he's overrated when he first released because he's just technically useless, he's just a tank and can't do too much. Actually, to be honest, his skills are much more than you actually thought it was. Like you guys have to always be a bit more flexible when you're playing with Grock, especially when you are the only tank, because as a Grock player you have to not just be tanky but also know how to be tanky, because the fact that you can actually rely on this essential ancestral gift, right, is to always stick to the wall. Like that's the best way of like being tanky and um, letting you survive longer, right? I believe some of you have watched me play Grock on the live stream, and some of you actually saw like me. What I did was like I was almost like I 1v1 someone and I actually won him just by barely a bit, because I was like leaning towards the wall, and that gave me the increased movement speed and the physical and magical defense. Alright, so this is very crucial for those who are actually playing Grock. You have to always have this mindset whereby, okay, I have to stick to the wall, I have to stick to the wall, I have to stick to the wall. Okay, this is the main. And as for this skill, this is actually a very good skill for Grock, Power of Nature. So this is the only skill whereby you can actually burst people down really fast, because the fact that the cooldown is low, okay, and you can technically spam it. You just have to press and hold it. I think Mobile Legends make a mistake right here. Maybe they're gonna change it just like what they changed to Freya's triple attack. Maybe they're gonna change it like you only the cooldown will only resets when you release the skill. Because right now, as of now, the moment you press the skill, no matter how long you channel it, they immediately starts the cooldown. So you can actually make use of that. Alright. And as for this wall, this is a game change. Like I tell you guys, this is a game changer wall. Okay, it really depends on how you like where's your placement of the wall. That's the most important thing. And actually, you guys think that, oh, the 300 damage is actually not that much. There's no damage towards it. There's no damage towards it. Actually, to be honest, there is a bit of damage, but you just have to time it right. I actually managed to steal a blue buff with this barrier. Like it's just a matter of like time, right? And you always have to be flexible of where do you want to block a person, or how do you want to block a person. Always block a person when he's. Oh, okay. This is the thing about Grock. Grock can actually catch people out of like the person's notice, or out of the person's like awareness. You can actually block the person by hiding in a bush. So what you want to do is, there's a lot of places where you can hide in the bush, right, and then just block the person off. One example is where if you guys know the behind the blue buff, there's actually one bush right there. So be it which side, you always have to like try to block the person out, right, from that angle. I think that's the best place you can actually block someone and do a combo. Alright, as for the ulti, always try to land your ulti and try to hit on the wall. Like try to find an angle yourself and try to hit the wall, because that's the only best time whereby you have to make use of every single passive of his skill, which is hitting a wall and turret allows him to do 450 damage, physical damage to the nearby enemies, and reduce the cooldown of all skills by 30%. That's actually a lot, you know. If you actually build a lot of cooldown, like I think if you have a minimum of, I think, no, not minimum, maybe maximum of like 20% cooldown in your items, and you actually manage to like throw a wall and land your ulti, you can actually throw a wall again before the wall, like before the 5 seconds, and the wall just disappear. You can actually throw 2 walls, which is another game changer thing. You know, you can imagine yourself like throwing a wall to block enemy. If you find yourself, oh, that enemy, that wall is not enough, you can actually like throw one more wall behind it. You just have to like find your way. You know, find your way. You find yourself a way to do it, because Grock generally is slow. That's why, like I suggest, always walk near a turret or a wall. Right? Maybe not the enemy turret lah. Okay, but just generally walls. Any walls you can find, stick to the wall. That's the best advice I can give you. Alright, so I hope you guys actually benefit from my video. Maybe now I will show you my build, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people will ask what's my build, what's my build, what's my build. So generally I will change my build here and there a bit as well, but for as of now, I'll give you the best build that actually works for me. Alright, so okay, I won't just give you the build, but I'll explain to you what or how to build around this item technically. Alright, so when every single time you are going, like the game just started, always buy you have 300 gold, always buy the HP item, the one that gives you, I think, like 200 or 300 HP. Always buy that, because you have to build towards your elegant gem first. Right, after buying that first item, right, go to the lane and clear a couple of waves. I think 3 waves is more than enough to actually give you the full item of elegant gem. Once you get an elegant of gem, make sure you always buy magic shoe first. Like, you guys might think, oh, okay, maybe buying cooldown is like throwing the game, or like, you know, doesn't work for Grock, or you may not be too tanky. In fact, okay, I've tried this a couple of times. Like, this build I've tried a couple of times. Like, how many games I played as Grock, this is the amount of times I've tried using this build. Maybe like -1, -2. I think I played like 20-30 games of Grock, right? And this has been working for like a good 15-16 games. Okay, so always try to buy this, like always try to build up your magic shoe first, and then try to rush for this curse helmet. This curse helmet can actually help you to win lane. If let's say you still haven't down an enemy turret, always make sure you buy this curse helmet. It can actually help you push faster. Alright, not just that, it can actually helps you to like win a minion 1v1. I'm pretty sure you can with this item. Alright, and then always build to this, like I said, dominant ice. This is actually a very good item for Grock. Not only that you have mana and armor, right? You have 15% cooldown. And actually lower enemy movement speed. You can actually, for example, like when you're chasing someone, and just nice you need a wall to wall that person. Maybe you need like that person. Maybe you try press and hold your wall, and you try to adjust it, but the person is just way too fast. With this item, you actually slow his movement speed down, and for you to able to catch up. Okay, that's actually a very good item. And as for this blade armor, like I said, there's no need to actually explain this, because the fact that this is already explained to you itself, like what it does to actually deal damage to enemy back, the amount of damage to deal to you. The fact that that's why you have to always stick to the turret, or at least close to a wall, whereby you gain armor, you gain HP. So every time they hit you, alright, you still have armor, you still have magic resist, and they will still take back damage. This item is actually good, so that it gives you 10% cooldown reduction. So from here I get roughly about 20, 25, 30% cooldown, which is good enough. Alright, and with all these 6 items, I'm pretty sure you guys can actually play I wouldn't say perfect Grock. Okay, it takes practice, a lot of practice. You need a lot of patience to it, because this hero ain't easy. It's not like, you know, Harley, it's not like Gatot Kacha, it's not like the other all the other tanks. Alright, it's not that easy, to be honest. If you want to compare all the tanks, trust me, this hero Grock is something that you want to learn and put it on your achievement list. Trust me, you will never regret it. Playing this hero is so much fun. Playing this hero, to me, I feel like, my own opinion, right? I'll play it more often as I can, but it really depends on team comp. Alright, and one thing actually I did was I played against a Fanny, and I find that it's too slow, right? But you guys still can try, because I have no idea how it works against a Fanny. Okay, from my standpoint, I deal with a Fanny I think I lost a couple of times, but I still won the game because my team actually made it happen. Right, without my team, I don't think I can actually win the game as well. And it's not like a top tier fanny or something like that. It's just like a middle, like maybe like a couple of games, like 1,000 games of fanny or something like that. And the win is not maybe not that high. So I hope you guys learn something here. All right. Maybe my video is a bit too short, or like you guys don't understand what I'm trying to say, or like through the videos you guys don't actually see it or what, you can actually replay to it. But like I said, if you have any questions, right, like what I do, like you don't understand the video or anything, you can actually always come to my live stream. Okay, come to my live stream. Come to my live stream while I'm streaming. All right, while I'm streaming on YouTube or anything like that, you guys can actually like just let me know and I'll explain to you further depth. All right. And as for the emblem, I always use like it's usual. I use tank emblem lah. Okay, my tank emblem is level 43. The cooldown reduction is 3%, so technically I get like 30 plus 38% cooldown reduction. Alright, so that's all for my video. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, if there's any more doubts, any more questions, remember, drop me comments if you want to, or like if you have any queries. Like I mean, like if you can't verbally, or you can't like verbally explain what you don't understand or what this video doesn't show you, right, you can always join YQ's Discord and just because I'm in YQ's Discord, so you can actually join YQ Discord and you can actually tell me, then I can explain you on Discord. Okay, so if you have any doubts, any questions, just let me know. Alright, hope you guys enjoy, and peace out.